Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, a few of you guys are tuning in. For those of you that are watching on playback, how's it going from the future? We're shooting this live. Got a few people already messaging that we're waiting. I'm going to bring the brightness down on this a little bit. It's not quite so bright.
Yeah.
I hope your fiance makes it to the Punisher episode. She will love that character. Yeah, so as of right now on Patreon, Daredevil Season 2 is currently winning for the next TV show for us to watch. And we did, we put Squid Game on there, Arcane, Invincible, The Boys. And so it looks like people are wanting for us to continue Daredevil Season 2, at least most everyone.
Yeah.
Which the Punisher makes his appearance for the first time in that season. So people, hello from Chicago. How's it going? We're doing Hawkeye. Don't worry. We weren't able to do the first 2 episodes last week. So we're going to do 3 episodes tomorrow to get us caught up. And that video should be released either Wednesday night or Thursday. So we're doing Hawkeye. Don't worry. I know we're probably going to have to say that a bunch throughout this stream. But yes, Hawkeye is coming. Hello from Toronto, India, Scotland. Wow. The Philippines. Few Scotland.
All over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome. Excitement level for Spider-Man. Yeah, so I put in the description about Spider-Man. We got tickets. I was a little peeved because on the AMC app, AMC is our local theater, so that's the one we go to. I selected like a month or like probably more than that for a reminder for when those tickets go on sale. And then I double checked a couple of days ago, and the reminder was still set. Come Monday, I never got a notification that they went on sale. I totally forgot. And it wasn't until Devin, our editor, texted me saying, "Hey man, I got those tickets," And I was like, "Oh my God." And so I went on there and all the IMAX were sold out. So I was like, oh, geez. But luckily I was able to find, we're going to be going to not a later showing, but it's like the second showing, not an IMAX. But Friday, I went ahead and got IMAX tickets for the next day because obviously I have to see it in IMAX. So we have tickets for both Thursday and Friday. Harrison, I noticed y'all are posting a lot recently. Do you ever get tired, burnt out? Well, luckily, through Patreon, we've been able to hire Devin full time. So if you think that Patreon, well, if you're not sure, Patreon, all the income we receive from Patreon goes back into the videos, and so felt comfortable. We felt it was stable enough that we could bring on Devin full time as an editor, and he's been doing a great job cranking them out. Oh, Devin's in there, right now anyway. So he's been doing a wonderful job, and we've been able to. This week, as a matter of fact, we filmed, God, I don't know, 4 or 5 movies and 6 or 7 TV shows already.
Yeah, but we make sure there's a balance to it. Like we don't make it where we're just working like 7 days a week. For this week, as an example, we're planning on, really going strong for a couple of days. And then we have a couple days planned out where we're just going to chill, relax, kind of decompress. So we realize that we need to balance it out. Yeah. We don't ever just film like crazy and expect it to, be sustainable like that, because it's just not.
Yeah. And another thing too, like we're very, like, the way you see us in videos is pretty much is how we are in real life.
Yeah.
The difference is that like we have to be in like a certain kind of mindset. I don't want to say like a mood or whatever to film, but if we have things going on in our personal life, we can't be like, all right, let's go fake it for 2 hours. We just don't shoot, we just don't film. So that's like a factor, we can't like.
And it happens all the time. I mean, there's days where we plan on filming and then something comes up and we just can't for whatever reason. And that's how it is. So
yeah, but good question. We try to avoid burnout, and so far we're good. When we don't feel like filming, we don't film, and that's pretty much what it is.
And we don't ever, if he doesn't feel like filming, we don't film. If I don't feel like filming, we don't film. It's just...
that's stuff you don't see like either. Like where we're just like, Jen, I'm just not feeling it today, or I'm just not feeling it right now, or whatever the case may be. That happens. Average Joe's, a member for 11 months. Wow, almost a year that you've been a member. Did y'all watch Harry Potter Tournament of Houses? No, but I am familiar. I know that is coming out. So when I forget where we were, but there was a we don't have cable. We have we just pay for all the streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some game show or something. I think it's like Harry Potter trivia, and they had like 4 players to represent each houses. So you have like Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. And I didn't watch it, or I totally forgot it even released. But are we going to watch it or on your own or without filming? If we watch it, we probably will do it on our own. I don't know. There might be some people that will be interested in our opinions on that, but I'm curious. I would like to see it. I know they just did a reunion not even that long ago, a couple days ago or something, I think, or it's coming up, one of the two. Valentin Torres, the first 4 episodes of season 2 of Daredevil is my favorite arc of TV across all genres. Can't wait till you guys get there. So we, in real time, Devin just finished editing episode 7, so I'll be putting that on Patreon right after this. But in real time, we have filmed episode 12 of Daredevil. So we have one more episode in the season until we're all caught up on the first one. And then we're going to go, because the season 2 won Patreon poll, we're going to go straight into season 2. So I'm going to catch up on this oh, dang, where'd they go? I'll make sure I don't miss anybody. Chris Cornett, how's it going, man? What's up, guys? Didn't know you guys were live. Hope I'm not too late. Was watching Loki. Friend's first time watching it. Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, very good.
Yeah.
Maybe you should film it and see if people like that. Very awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I hope you've enjoyed Loki. Or I hope your friend enjoyed it. Have you given up on Clone Wars? Well, first off, thank you so much for the super chat, Monkey Luffy. We appreciate it. You're so close to when it gets good. Seriously, yeah. So with Clone Wars, our plan is to watch probably the next couple of seasons on our own time. And then once it gets to the good stuff, the quote unquote good stuff, we'll get back into doing the reaction. So that's the plan right now, just watching it on our own time. But thank you so much for the super chat. And we hope that whenever we do start releasing the Clone Wars stuff again, that you'll be watching it. Shane White, hello. Hello. Glad that you're here. A lot of people ask about Clone Wars. Make sure that when we do Clone Wars, you actually watch the videos. The last 2 Clone Wars we did, relatively speaking, nobody watched it. So that we, that was rough for us because those take a lot more time than filming a movie. I saw House of Gucci. It was good. Will you? I was not planning on it, but I saw some post about how the Gucci family was like insulted by it. So now I kind of want to see it. And I love Adam Driver and Lady Gaga. They're both in that. So wouldn't mind checking it out. Okay, let's catch up on these super chats here. So I want to get to some regular chats as well. We're going to be doing Hawkeye. Don't worry. We're going to be filming 3 episodes tomorrow to get all caught up. So that'll either be out Wednesday night or more likely on Thursday. Sorry if that's been asked a lot. I'm new. No problem. Well, Monkey Luffy, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you being new. We get a lot of lurkers here that have been watching for a long time but never comment or anything. We appreciate lurkers as well. So no worries. And we appreciate the super chat. It's very, very generous of you. So thank you very much. Link's been watching y'all for a while. Love your reaction vids. Are you going to start watching The Punisher once y'all get through a bit more of Daredevil? Once we get through season 2 of Daredevil, because that's what won the Patreon poll, we're going to be doing pretty much a new poll every time we finish a season is the plan. So Daredevil season 2 has won, and then it would probably be more appropriate to go into Punisher at that point. So we'll be, all caught up. Let's see. Did I miss one? No. Okay, so here, this is a $50 super chat from Matthew Wright. Matthew, man, thank you so much. We appreciate that a lot. Hey, here defending the border in Texas. We'd love you to watch the Highlander cult classic. Love Florida, but long live Texas, yo. Yeah. Talking about the Highlander movie, because I would love to watch that one. There can be only one. I hope that's what you're talking about. But yeah, out here defending the border in Texas. Texas, #1. I feel like Texas is kind of like they're their own, like they're a part of the United States, but they really do kind of just do like their own thing over here. We love Texas. We've been to Texas a couple times. So awesome. No, from Florida people to Texas people, keep doing your thing. I don't know. I'm so lame. Okay, let's see here. Thank you again, Matthew, for that super chat. Very generous. We appreciate it a lot. Monkey Luffy again. The real fans of Clone Wars were waiting for the good stuff. Oh, okay. All right. We know that there are a few of you that do want to watch it, but we have to be wise in how we allot our time. And when the last 2 videos garnered, like, they both were like performing 10 out of 10, and it, like, with significant variations between 10th place and 9th place, it was a clear sign that most of the viewers weren't interested. So, but we do know that there are a few of you that would like us to finish it. Cameron Taylor, I'm a lurker. I see you, Cameron. Cameron, we see you. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it a lot. Austin Vance, another lurker. I'm a lurker. Jacob Fauner. Jacob, we appreciate you being a lurker.
Lurkers.
We love the lurkers. I want to send my appreciation out to you guys for an amazing content. Thank you, Coleman. We'd love to see another documentary when you have the time resource. Yeah, they take time for sure. They take some time to make. And it varies on like how well they perform. The UFO documentary I did fairly well. And then the haunted Pensacola one we did around Halloween, not so much. So I work really hard on all of them. So I'm glad that whether they get decent views or hardly any, that those that do watch them enjoy them. So thank you very much. Ryan, thank you so much for that super chat. Another very generous one. I love you guys and the whole crew. I've been watching you guys since Matt did the Raimi trilogy. Very awesome. You guys are all awesome. I just wanted to send some love. Congrats on the wedding. Thank you. So glad you're doing Daredevil. Thank you very much. We are very excited to be getting married, and we've been in planning phase, and we have some more wedding planning this week too. Yeah.
Definitely.
You excited to get married?
Of course. I'm really just not into like the planning part. I just want to get married and that's it.
That sounds good to me. Average Joe's. The Harry Potter reunion will be on New Year's Day. It will be on HBO Max, and I think it would be similar to the Friends reunion. I would be more interested in filming that as opposed to the tournament thing, because that's like the actual cast and the crew. And Harry Potter is still very fresh in our minds because we just watched it not that long ago, and we went to the Harry Potter World at Universal, I think like about a month ago. So still pretty fresh for us. So I would love to do that. Thanks for the heads up on the timing of it too. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to get caught up on these super chats. We appreciate it. Tony. Thank you so much, Tony. We appreciate it. Hi, Dad. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Got your No Way Home tickets? Crazy day for sure. Yeah, so we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we got them for Thursday, not an IMAX. IMAX was sold out when I tried getting them. But Friday, I was able to get IMAX tickets, so we'll be going Friday. It's like Thursday night, and we'll be going again Friday morning in IMAX. So I hate that we're not seeing an IMAX the first showing, but they were out. You know, what can you do? Poll question. Patreon asked for shows. I said Black Sails, but was not on the poll. Have you guys already seen it? Just wondering. No, hey, no problem. So sorry that it wasn't on there, but I think on the TV shows, we hit the maximum allotted that we could. And we tried to do the ones that were like recommended the most. Like if we get like 3 or 4 or 5 for Avatar: The Last Airbender, we would put that up, you know, priority over like individual ones. There were a couple that were just like just one like recommendation, but I'm sorry that Black Sails wasn't on there. But whenever we do the next poll for it, I'll make sure to put Black Sails on there, especially if you're contributing through super chat. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Chris Cornett, Holden, I think this Spider-Man will end the debate if Toby says with great power, quote, to pass the torch. Will there be tears of joy? If Toby and Andrew are in the movie, I will cry like a baby. I already told Jen, I was like, I'm going to be freaking, I'm going to be so emotional. I'm going to be so happy. If it will end the debate, I would not mind seeing some sort of like an official passing the torch. I would feel, I don't know. To me, I've said it on the channel before, I feel like Tom Holland is still very much in this. He's not yet the man of Spider-Man. He's not the everyman. I feel like Peter Parker should be. He still gets like, you know, it's turning that way now. You know, it's becoming that way. But so far, it's been a lot of help from Iron Man, like all these bits of help with like all the extra gadgets and stuff. And Peter Parker is supposed to be an everyman. And that's not to say that Tom Holland isn't a good Peter Parker, isn't a good Spider-Man. But I think that piece that makes Peter Parker, makes Spider-Man Spider-Man is missing. And I think we're going to be going that way more. And Tom Holland has grown on me a lot, but we just recently watched one of the original Raimi Spider-Man movies, and there's just something special about them, at least in my opinion. Anyway, all that to say, with great power, quote from Toby, would be really cool. They definitely need that, and they definitely need Uncle Ben. How are you going to have Spider-Man without Uncle Ben? Makes no sense to me, in my opinion. But anyway, Monkey Luffy, how much money would it cost to fund more Clone Wars? Open to chat. I don't know. We've never done that before. It's funny. We've had people that have offered, like that have done short films or something, and they've tried offering to just pay for us to review them in hopes of like getting more notoriety for their project or whatever. And I usually almost always say no. I feel like there would be I don't know, an incentive for me to kind of go easy on it, or, you know, if it's not very good, or to say it's good when it's not. Just because I don't, you know, these people are paying their hard-earned money for me to review these things, and if it's not good, it's not good. And anyway, that's not to say that they're bad, or just, you know, that's a concern I would have, that I'd be softer on it. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. Thank you so much, Monkey Luff. We appreciate it. Are you a millionaire or something? Because we have some short films we wouldn't mind getting funded. You know what? I'll make you. I would rather make a Star Wars short film, like a highly funded one. I have done a couple of Star Wars short films in the past, and that was when I was an amateur. So I didn't know what I was doing. So things have changed now. Anyway, see, I'm just trying to get a short film funded. Well done. Blitz Hacks. Greetings from Belgium at 3 a.m. Hello. Also a reminder that Daredevil season 3 takes place after the Defenders. That's right. I did remember that. I would make sure that we would watch the Defenders if we went that route. Hey, Jen and Holden, proud lurker since my girlfriend watches OG Avengers. Just out of curiosity, have you seen all 5 Marvel Netflix shows? And if so, how much of them? Well, Jen, we're just now wrapping up Daredevil season 1. I have seen all except for, I don't think I finished Jessica Jones, all of Jessica Jones. I got near the end, I think, of the first season. And I think I got about through halfway of Luke Cage. I watched all of Iron Fist, and I watched all of Daredevil and Defenders. But I know with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, I did not finish them to completion. My wife watches soon in April. I like to lurk. Law, congrats you too. Thank you so much. Is it Devin? Thank you so much, Devin. We appreciate it a lot. Okay, Average Joe's. Where did your comment go? I saw that you were next. Most Clone Wars fans are just waiting for that season 7 reaction. It really is the best season, some of the best Star Wars, period. Also, it doesn't feel like a year. Yeah. So I know that there's still people that want us to watch it. So we are planning to watch it, finish it. We're going to do a lot on our own time, and then just do a review, and then go back to reactions once we get a little further along. You guys should watch the new Moosk. Thank you so much for that extremely generous super chat. We appreciate that so much. Hey, you guys should watch this new show, Arcane. It is based around the game League of Legends, but you don't need to know anything about the game to enjoy the show. It is the top-rated show from Netflix and IMDb at 9.3 out of 10. The depth of it is insane. So we put Arcane on the Patreon poll for the next TV show, because in real time, we're almost done filming season 1 of Daredevil. But so far, it looks like Daredevil season 2 will be the winner for us to continue on, which is really cool. So we try to give that power to the patrons as far as what we're going to be watching next. But thank you so much for the super chat. I would love to check it out. I don't know if that's something that people wouldn't mind if we watched on our own time and just gave a review of it, or if they prefer to do a reaction to it. But thank you very much. Jokingly asking if you're going to cry of excitement if you don't get how that came out. I do get that you were joking, but I probably will cry. Let's see here. Makes sense. Black Sails wasn't not a lot of people know about it. I only watched it at random last year, and it became my favorite live action show. Very cool. We might just check it out on our own time then, because I know that there's a lot of other shows that people would probably prefer us to get to over that one, but that one might be a fun one we could do on our own. Was I able to get tickets for No Way Home? Yes. So we got tickets for Thursday night and Friday morning. We're going twice, assuming it's going to be good, which I'm assuming it will be. Mike, thank you so much for the great super chat. We appreciate it a lot. Just swinging by to say hi. And I really enjoy hanging with you guys or watching my favorite movies. Awesome. Also, Jen, your t-shirt game is always 10 out of 10 in like every video.
Thank you. Very sweet. I try.
Yes. Jen has a really good, Jen gets a lot of t-shirts from Amazon, so I'll constantly get like different little packages and stuff. It's another t-shirt for Jen.
Yeah. I mean, it's all stuff that I love, you know, so it's just another way to express yourself.
Yes. Are you going to watch Daredevil only or all Netflix Marvel shows? I at least recommend watching The Defenders before season 3. Keep up the great vids. Yes, if we would do The Defenders before season 3 of Daredevil, but it will be up to the patrons. We'll put on there after we do season 2 of Daredevil. Looks like has won. We'll do another poll, and because people might want us to go do Squid Game or something else. This is different. You already started Clone Wars. Very true, Monkey Luffy. I don't know. I've never had somebody offer or that even be a possibility. So if you want, shoot me an email. Maybe we'll talk about it. Lighthouse Pictures. Thank you so much. Hey, Holden, I've been watching you since the beginning of My Friend Watches when you did Star Wars Saga with Matt. Congratulations, by the way. Well, thank you, Lighthouse Pictures. No question, but we appreciate the very kind words, and thank you. I'm very happy to be engaged, and we're looking forward to getting married. Crashing Coyote. Bruce Campbell should cameo as Uncle Ben in Strange 2. Yeah, I know some people were saying Toby should have cameoed as Uncle Ben. I don't know. I don't know. I can see why a lot of people would like that. I don't know if I would personally go for that. It would be cool if it happened, but I'm not like, oh yeah, you know. Same thing with Bruce Campbell. I think it'd be a nice little nod, I guess, but when I think of Uncle Ben, I don't think of Bruce Campbell. When I think of Bruce Campbell, I think of like Evil Dead. So it'd be hard for me to be like, but that's just me. I would be happy with whatever, though. It's wild that one more month and it's been a year. Woohoo, loving Lord of the Rings reaction. Can't wait for the next 2. Also, more My Friend Watches. Yes. So tomorrow is Ace Ventura. Actually, Jen and Matt showed me that one because I had never seen Ace Ventura before. So it's on Patreon now if you want to see it early, but that was one that I had not seen. Atticus. Never caught you live before. I live in London. Been watching since the start, but rarely comment. Love your content, and you seem like the loveliest people. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that a lot. A lot of kind words. Glad that you caught us live as well. Let's see here. Wondering what you think of my polls on Reddit. Okay, I didn't realize that you were the one that did the polls on Reddit. I check the Reddit periodically. I know it's not like as popular as it used to be. What I love are like memes, like the memes that people do of us, or fan art. Those are things I love a lot. And if you don't know, there's I don't know if you made it, but there's a Holden Hardman subreddit that is a lot of fun. And he does polls talking, like after we do a rating in the movies, he'll do a poll asking like what everyone else would rate the movies, which is really neat. Yeah, I like it a lot, man. I saw a comment asking if we watched the Snyder Cut. We have not watched the Snyder Cut together. Haha, you got it. Well, there's another $5. But by the way, everyone go to AMC Theaters because your boy me has shares. Need to trigger the short squeeze. Anyone, please check it out. It's going to be historic. We'll be at AMC here in our hometown when the movie comes out. So really excited for that. Maybe we'll see some of y'all at the theater if any of you guys are local. Okay. Is Jen a big metal fan? I've noticed a lot of metal band tees. What's the story there?
Yeah, I like a lot of different music, but rock and metal are really where my heart is. So that's why you see a lot of the bands. And yes, if I'm wearing a shirt that has a band name on it, I like that band. I would never wear a band if I didn't like it. I didn't realize that was a thing, but apparently
a lot of kids today do that, I think. Yeah.
Absolutely not. So if you see it, I'm a fan of the band.
Yep. Mark McKeever, rumor has it you watched Dope Sick. Yes, Jen actually had me watch that. You watched the first couple episodes, right?
I watched the like half the season, and I was sucked in like right away. I thought it was great. I love that stuff's like right down my alley. So and then I was like, Holden, you have to watch it. So we rewatched it from the beginning.
Yes, we finished it, really enjoyed it. The nonlinear storytelling was a bit jarring. Keaton was great. He really was. And the girl too, Betsy. I don't know the actress's name, but she did great as well. doing Spider-Man at the drive-in first night. Oh, very cool. At the drive-in. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree with the when they were jumping back and forth between the years, that was somewhat off-putting sometimes. But aside from that, I thought it was so well done. And Michael Keaton,
yeah,
he like seeing him go from like this very well put together doctor who always has like the best interest of his patients at heart to this addict who can only think of one thing and is consumed by this one thing. And then to revert back to being a doctor that is helping his patients was so upsetting and rewarding at the same time. Like he did such a great job acting. It was very, very good. I like it. Highly recommend it to anybody.
Yeah. Jen and I have tossed around the idea of doing like a weekly, like we recommend a movie or a TV show or something like that. Because there's been some times where we've come upon like either more obscure or even popular movies, I guess, that would be fun to talk about. So if we did that, we'd probably do it on the community tab on YouTube, which means you'd still probably get a notification or it appear in your scroll if you're scrolling. But we might do something like that because Dope Sick, I was like, I'd never heard of it. And it was really great. And I wouldn't mind being a part of helping show how great it is.
Hulu is, I feel like, has really good shows like that. They have really good documentaries. That's what I go to Hulu for. Number one is like the documentaries. And there's a bunch on Netflix as well, but Hulu has some really, really good ones. So that was one of them.
Yep. I don't know if you'd want to do reactions, but you definitely check out Ozark on Netflix, even if it's on your own time. We've heard a lot about Ozark. So
yeah, I heard that it was a lot like Breaking Bad, which is like one of my favorite shows of all time. So it's on my list to watch. I just literally have not had the time to sit down and watch it because I think there's like 3 seasons or something.
Yeah.
So
Monkey Luffy, big. Like I spent $5 to correct that. Yeah, a big metal fan. Yes. Well, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. If you want to shoot me an email, there's my email is on my about page on my channel. Jimmy asked, when is Two Towers coming? It should be this Saturday and Sunday, which will be a part 1 and a part 2. And the reason we did that is because we watched the extended edition. So each disc was essentially a movie in and of itself by itself. But we didn't want to split the parts up so far. Like we didn't want to do one on Saturday and one on Wednesday. It would have been a lot easier for us and Devin, but we knew that people wanted to see the whole thing quickly. So splitting it up that way helps the editing process, helps edit it faster. It's more content for us, which is it's a perk on our end as well. So you get it faster, you get longer. The reactions are able to be a little bit longer because of that, because we're splitting it between the two. And Warner Brothers will still probably find a way to copyright claim it anyway. So, Corbin, hey guys, great content as always, and congratulations to the two of you. Thank you. You should react to the movie Real Steel, a great movie forgotten about. Real Steel with Hugh Jackman, I believe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out. I didn't know that was like a seriously taken movie, but if that's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah, that's awesome. Wouldn't mind checking it out. Let's see here. Okay, this is Andrew. We're going to try and catch up here. The Witcher is great. Glad to see it considered, but without the games, I'd wait until after season 2, as the first season is confusing at first watch. Okay, noted. I know we've heard a lot of good things about Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, first time I've joined you all live. Well, hello. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Enjoy your videos. What's your take on the Disney Plus Spider-Man series? I've heard little bits about it. I probably don't have enough to give an informed opinion. But when it comes to Spider-Man, I know that Spider-Man has a good track record of animated stuff. Disney Plus has done a good job with the live action series of stuff. For those of you that have just now joined in, we will be doing Hawkeye. Don't worry. We're going to do 3 episodes tomorrow, and it'll probably be released on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Talking a lot, trying to get caught up, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. And yeah, I'm showing some appreciation for Jen. T-shirts, hair, nails, and jokes always on point. Would love to see y'all watch the Twilight Saga. You betcha.
Well, shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you.
Yes. How would you feel doing Twilight? Well, you've seen Twilight, have you not?
I saw one of them, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I saw all of it. I think I actually stopped watching it. But I was really young. I mean,
yeah.
So I just know that it got like a ton of backlash, but there's also like a fandom for them. So
there's a heavy fan base for it. It's it's a teenage romance, so there's a lot of eye rolling, I guess, for most people, but we could watch it if enough people were interested in us watching it. If you haven't seen it, I recommend both of you watch Train to Busan. It's a terrifying and emotional zombie movie. I've seen it. I have seen Train to Busan.
You saw it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, I know a lot of people have commented on that. So I saw like the screenshot or whatever. Yeah, so it looks scary.
Yeah. We don't do a whole lot of foreign films on the channel. We definitely have room to do more of those because there's some really good ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Reddit? The Reddit is the Holden Hardman Reddit. It's just our Holden Hardman. If you want to check that out. I came from a very music inclined family. I've been a drummer for 5 years now already. So I'm a big music fan myself too.
I love music. Music is like my thing. Whenever I have like a moment, especially when I go to the gym, I always have like my playlist on. I love discovering new music. And I'm very much, I listen to some streamline bands, but a lot of the stuff that I listen to is very like unique bands, not really obvious bands that people would listen to. So love music.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but I can actually play the guitar. I played in the worship band, both at my school, my private school, and at church for many, many years. I played quite a lot of music doing that, but that's a lot of people didn't know that about me. Fun fact about me. Watch Tick Tick Boom. Andrew Garfield is fantastic. I've seen the trailer on Netflix, and I really am interested in checking that one out. This is a question. Gabriel Martin. Holden, would you be happy if they introduced Miles in No Way Home? I do get a little nervous about the the scale of what they're trying to do in this movie. Just trying to like fit everybody in and give enough screen time and enough reverence for all of them. I think introducing Miles would be great. The word on the street is they're going to be introducing him soon anyway. I recommend Arcane then. Yes, I put Arcane as a choice in the TV show Patreon poll that we just did. It looks like Daredevil season 2 is currently the winner. Hey, you two, nice to see you Tuesday live. I'm curious, Holden, you ever seen Rainn Wilson's superhero movie Super? I was surprised by how good it was. I think I have seen parts of it, but no. There was somebody else I think that was attached to that movie that I was surprised by. It might have been like James Gunn or something. I don't remember who it was. Don't quote me on that. But there was somebody big that was also attached to that. Moose, again, thank you so much. Okay, well, I hope Arcane wins the poll one day. I might as well become a patron too at this point. Been a lurker for 1 year. Love you guys. Well, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. One of the cool things about being a patron is that we do post a lot of the stuff early, which is probably one of the biggest perks. They range. Sometimes we just get them up a day early. Sometimes they're several days early. But that's one of the bigger perks. Kiefer, congrats on your engagement. Love you guys. I've been watching forever. Any hope for a reaction on Venom Carnage, which it streams December 14th? Well, we saw Venom 2 in theaters, so we probably won't do a reaction to it just because you've already seen it. But we did do a review for it. Yeah. So if you missed that, I think we did it back in October. So if you go back on our uploads, you should see us. We talk about it and give some of our opinions. I think we enjoyed it more than most people did. When we were talking about it in our review, we saw a lot of comments that were saying that they didn't like it, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I did too.
So yeah, Chris Cornett again. This is for whoever brought up Ozark because I was about to. Just saw a first look at season 4. Probably some excitement level is holding for Spider-Man. Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to decide what we're going to watch on our own time and what we want to save for content. But we might be doing just reviews for some of these shows, I think.
Yeah. Ozark, because there's so many seasons, I don't know if we would do it for content. It's a little weary, and I think they're like hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
For Ozark. But I definitely want to watch it on my own time because I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
It's like Breaking Bad. So
yes. Outside of movies, what's your favorite Spider-Man? Mine's Spectacular Spider-Man. Wish they didn't cancel it. I don't know if you mean just like in the movie or TV show world. Amazing Spider-Man is my favorite comic Spider-Man storyline. I might be the only person in the world that didn't like the Superior Spider-Man storyline. I really didn't like it. As far as TV show goes, I never saw Spectacular Spider-Man, but I heard that it was great. I would say I was a big fan of the 90s Spider-Man animated series, so that would probably be my other one, I suppose. It looks like X-Men, for those of you that aren't on Patreon. X-Men is currently the winning series for the next movie series we're going to watch.
And shout out to all those people that commented, like, please let Jen watch X-Men. That was honestly, that made me giggle, and it made me a little happy that not that I don't mind watching what you guys want to watch, whether I've heard good things or bad things about those movies, but X-Men is like the only movie series that I know a little bit about. So I would be completely in the dark. And it's just something I've been wanting to do like since the beginning. I feel like when we started Star Wars, I was like, let's watch X-Men. And Holden's like, we'll
get there. Well, now we're getting there. Now
year later. So thank you guys.
Yes. So we did, after we finished Marvel, or most, caught up to Marvel, did a poll on Patreon who voted for Lord of the Rings, which is why we're doing it now. But X-Men was number 2, if I recall correctly. So X-Men was second in that poll. In real time, we've already filmed all of the Lord of the Rings movies. So Jen, as of now, has seen Return of the King and the Two Towers, which is great. We have a couple of movies that will be kind of interlaced. Ace Ventura will be tomorrow. We filmed Get Out. I know that one's been requested for a long time. We watched Get Out with Matt and Jenna. And Prime and Jeremy, I believe. Was Jeremy there for that one? I don't remember. I don't think Jeremy was there for Get Out, but Prime was. So that will be next week. And then we filmed Back to the Future 2. So that will be coming out. And then after that, and those will be on Wednesdays interlaced with Lord of the Rings. And then after that will be X-Men. We'll be getting.
You know what? Watch. This is going to be like the one movie series that I'm like, oh yes, I finally get to watch something that I know a little bit about, and then I'm going to hate them. I
don't think you will. I don't. You may hate some of them. I don't think you'll hate all of them. I think you'll really like at least a few of them. Hey, Holden and Cheers. Holden and Jen. Cheers from Portugal. 2 questions.
Portugal.
Did you see that tickets on eBay for Spider-Man for $25,000? What's your thoughts on the hype so far? Even I know that looks impressive, but honestly, nobody's going to be buying a ticket for Spider-Man for that amount. I know somebody probably put it on there, and then somebody takes a screenshot and like, this is crazy. But nobody's actually purchasing it for that amount. I would imagine they might do it for maybe a couple $100s or something, but I couldn't imagine anyone spending that much for it. But what are our thoughts on the hype? I am extremely hyped.
Yeah.
I was able to get tickets. We got tickets for Thursday. It's not the first showing. That was sold out, but it's one of the later showings. And then I got tickets for IMAX on Friday morning. So the actual release date. So we'll be going Thursday night to see it first day, and then Friday morning to see it again in IMAX.
Yeah.
Peyton Frank. Hey, Peyton. How's it going? It's one of our really loyal patrons here. When you review No Way Home, can you tell us what you think before going into spoilers for those that won't see it right away? Hey.
Boston is making her appearance.
Boston's always does that.
Boston. Lay down.
Boston, relax. I think that's a great idea. I think that we talked about doing no spoiler reviews before. And I know a lot of people do that, but it's hard to talk about a movie with any sense of weight without talking about what happened in it. That's a struggle I've run into and we've run into. But I think like an initial, just talking about it very briefly, it met our expectations. It met the hype, or it didn't, or certain events that we liked or didn't like without giving anything away, I think would be good. And then, from what I'm guessing you're saying, and then give kind of a spoiler warning and say from here on in the video is spoilers. I think that would be cool. I think that should be doable. So. Yeah, Peyton, I have no problem doing that. I think that's a good idea. Did you hear that Tom Holland is making another trilogy of Spider-Man? I did. Well, I heard that they're doing another 3, and I heard that it's going to be like I know that they did like the Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home as like a trilogy of movies, and then they're going to do, I guess, a different direction for another 3 with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So I'm fine with that. Let's see. A lot of great comments here. Just trying to get caught up on our super chats. We're only going to be on for probably another 5 minutes or so. Today was going to be a shorter live stream. Found out today that Galaxy's Edge is celebrating Life Day this year. That is hilarious. You remember Life Day when we did the holiday special?
Yeah.
It's wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense though. I hope you guys get to go check it out. If not this year, then next year. I don't know if we will. We probably won't be able to. Oh, I don't know. There might be not on Christmas Day. We couldn't do that, but I'll look into it. I didn't know that they were doing that. That might be a lot of fun. Reed Ferguson. Now, since y'all have covered a wide variety of movies, y'all should start at My Kids Watch Star Wars, Marvel, etc.
Somebody just DM'd me with the same thing. They're like, you guys should really do My Kids Watch. Yeah.
We probably won't.
I talked about like I would want to film. This may sound creepy, but I would want to film like Fox, who's 6, going through the MCU for the first time. Whenever he does, not saying now, but whenever he does, yeah. I would love to film that just for like our private collection. Just to show him like
private videos.
Just to show him like when he gets, an adult, like, look,
Yeah. We keep the kids pretty close.
Yeah.
I try to keep them out of it. We'll put them in a vlog or something if we're doing something family, but we're picky about what we do or don't have the kids in. So Savannah, maybe if she gets a little older. I know
she wants to be because she watches all Holden's videos. So she's very like antsy, like, you guys didn't do a video with me.
I haven't been in a video in so long.
Yes.
But we know that she wants to be in. Anyway, thank you for that super chat. That was a really good question. Somebody asked, will I be... We got No Way Home tickets. Will you hate No Way Home if Toby is not in it? No, not at all. Not necessarily. I wouldn't hate it for that reason. If it's not a good movie, then I won't like it. But we shall see. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to the book of Boba Fett. I haven't even it hasn't really even crossed my radar all that much. Remember the book of Boba in The Mandalorian?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Once it gets a little closer, I know it's coming out soon. I think we're going to be a lot more excited. We are going to be doing Hawkeye. For those of you that have jumped in later, we're doing 3 episodes tomorrow, and then we're planning to do a weekly. Every Wednesday we'll film it. It might come out that Wednesday night or the next morning. We'll probably be doing something similar with Boba Fett. At least that's the plan. Jordi Estrada, thank you so much. Welcome to the Harmy. Holden, for real, you got to let me tell you my giant Marvel theory. I played the drums. Maybe we could start a garage band. Also, hi, Jen. Hello. Yeah, a garage band. I think that would be great, considering I haven't played guitar in a long time. I still could, but I've lost all my calluses on my fingers, so I'd have to rebuild them. I don't know if any of you guys play guitar, but if you go a long time without and then you play again, you can still play, but then your fingers are bleeding and blistered. That's what absolutely will happen to me. Hey, Holden, love your videos. I was just wondering, do you like Halo? And did you know there's animated movie short made by the people who do Dragon Ball? I didn't know that. I do like Halo, though. I know that it's either come out or about to come out another Halo game or something or other for Xbox. I really want to check it out because I grew up on Halo. I loved Halo. I think 90% of the reason I got the Xbox in my living room was so that I could play Halo 4 or Halo 5 when it came out. So yeah, but no, I didn't know that there was a short made by the people who did Dragon Ball. I'll have to check that out. It's really cool to know. Mike Garcia, did you ever see the MTV Spider-Man voiced by Doogie? I thought I said Doobie for a second. Anyway, by Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris. I did see that one. I think I actually have the full series on DVD here in the house. By the way, Jen, X-Men was way more characters than Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes, that is. That's true. But the difference is I'm semi-aware of those characters for X-Men. With Lord of the Rings, I didn't know any of them going in. So I felt like that was just a lot for me to absorb that first movie. So I think it'll be a little different, but I don't think that that's automatically going to make the difference between whether I like it or hate it.
Yeah.
So
This first X-Men movies are a lot more digestible too. Like we're so used to like Avengers level things and like characters happening. Going back to like X1, I think we'll be fine. STK reacts. Hey, mom and dad. Hello.
Hello,
glad that you're here. Hello, child. Thank you for being here. Squirtle Master Kenobi. The real reason Boromir died is because Aragorn rolled a natural 1 on his medicine check to stabilize Boromir. Yeah, that's a D&D reference. You roll dice to perform actions in the game.
Oh.
So if you roll a 1, that's like the worst you could possibly do, even if it's like the most basic thing. So that was that.
You talk about this Dungeons and Dragons thing, but I have no like context for it.
Yeah, it's hard to. I would love it with you, even if we just did a one-off.
But I would play. I don't know if it would be something.
The thing about Dungeons and Dragons, you have to get in character.
What? It's a game?
It's a role-playing game. But so you have a character. You'll have like an elf or dungeon master. The one that's like controlling the will be like, okay, you're coming upon a tavern. What does your character do? And you'll be like, I'll go inside the tavern, or I'll climb up the wall of the tavern. And
so it's like interactive.
Yeah. So there's a dungeon master that creates the world of the game and creates the challenges, and then there's players that operate within.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. So if you want to do something, if you're like talking to somebody and you're like trying to get information out of them, you'd roll a check. You'd roll a persuasion check or a speech check or something. And so if you roll a certain amount, depending on your character and your stats, all your characters have different stats and different abilities. So if you're like a naturally charismatic, you'd have like a higher chance of getting information from somebody, type of thing.
That sounds complicated, but a lot of fun.
It can be complicated, yeah. Monkey Luffy, another $10 Happy Life Day. Well, thank you. You've been very generous today. Thank you so much. We appreciate it a lot. Happy Life Day is coming up. We've been doing a lot of Christmas present wrapping.
Yeah. Our closet is.
It's a lot of presents for the kids.
Can't get in the closet. We have a pretty big closet. Can't get in there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff for the kids, and we're gonna have.
It's not just gifts. Like it's not like piled.
Oh yeah,
from the top to the bottom of gifts.
It's just messy.
Junk and
It's just messy. It sounds more impressive, like we're big spenders if we say we can't get in because gonna do Hobbit movies after Lord of the Rings. I think they're underrated. Freeman as Bilbo is so great. We put Hobbit on the movie poll, but it looks like we're gonna be doing X-Men. So that's the plan as of right now. A couple more chats, guys. We're going to be heading out. I know it's not as long today. For those of you asking, we will be doing Hawkeye. Don't worry, we will. We're going to do 3 in 1 to get caught up, and then we'll be doing weekly. At least that's the plan right now. Content idea: watch the old and new West Side Story and compare, contrast, and then review. Very good idea. I actually really want to see the West Side Story because I've never seen the original or the Broadway. I think it was a Broadway thing, but finally able to catch a stream. I hope you guys see Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Love you. Thank you, Holden. We appreciate it a lot. I would love to do Scott Pilgrim. That's a very weird, different live action anime type of movie that I think would be a lot of fun. Catch up, Matt, with the MCU. Maybe maybe a little bit as the MCU moves a little further along, because I think he's really only behind on a couple things aside from like the TV shows, like a couple of movies. But I know some people would probably be curious about that. Steven, so glad you guys are here in Pensacola and hope to run into you around town one day. Saw your UFO documentary and loved it. Amazing job. Thank you very much. If you didn't know, I did a UFO documentary about a local. And it was a lot of fun and a lot of hard work to make. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Those are the few videos that I really appreciate the compliments because I work really hard on those. If Jen wants to learn about D&D, the Corridor Crew channel has a series that would be perfect. Yes, I'm aware. The Corridor Crew, I mentioned them today actually in a video because they do a lot of the VFX like breakdowns and stuff. They did D&D where they're playing, but they're VFX artists too. So then they reenact with visual effects, like dressed as their characters, and like what they would do and stuff. So they play the game and then they go back. Let's see here, guys. Hey, guys, just wanted to say hi and happy belated Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you as well. Speaking of videos the kids have been in, the canoeing video and poor Savannah crashing into the bank. See you at home.
She's my new favorite. Oh my gosh. That was such a funny moment.
See you at home, sweetie. Yeah. And that's pretty much how we are too. Like, which is hilarious.
Also the one where she's like on the canoe. She's like, no!
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Those are fun too. We really like doing those vlogs because those are really like, those are like home movies for us, you know, obviously. Obviously they're more edited down, but also goes to show like we choose, like, I don't want to give the impression, this is just a general philosophy when it comes to anything social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, is that whether you're YouTubers or you just have your own Instagram page, you choose what other people see. Mm-hmm. So like when we were canoeing, poor Foxy hit his arm on like a stump in the road. It
was a scary moment because we were coming into a fork area and we knew we weren't going to be able to slow down just because of the current.
We saw we were going to hit it.
Yeah. And they had like this tree thing that was just like hanging out. Yeah. And so we knew that we were going to hit. And
Fox's arms were out of the canoe. He had like a little stick pretending he was like helping us, you know, row. Yeah. But I just, you could, we filmed everything. So you could hear me being like, put your arm in, put your arm in, put your arm in. And he finally does. But he got it in time, but still he got hit pretty good. And
that was the one like scary moment.
Yeah, but you don't see that in the video. But the lesson is that no matter how perfect families or post on Instagram or whatever, look how perfect they look, ours included. You know, it's not all that. So don't be fooled by the illusion. You know. Love you guys. What's a movie you're both most excited about seeing outside of franchise films? Also, when can we expect Clone Wars back? Well, first half of that, what's the movie you're both excited about seeing outside of franchise? Aliens franchise.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think that I've seen enough previews.
I'm currently interested in House of Gucci right now.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's something about the start of the Gucci empire, and Adam Driver's in it, and I think Al Pacino. It's like got a pretty good cast. That's really all I know about it. I wasn't even going to see it until I saw the Gucci family said that they were offended by it. So now I'm like, well, they're trash.
I used to like go to every single movie in the theaters, and now I just don't even know what's out.
Yeah, I don't know what one-off I'm really looking forward to seeing right now without seeing like a list or something in front of me. As when we can expect Clone Wars, we're working on it on our own time. We're going to do a review of it, and then once we get to the later seasons, we'll start doing the reacts again. We got tickets for No Way Home. Don't worry, we're going Thursday and Friday. We'll make sure I didn't miss any. We got one more super chat, I think, and we're gonna head on out here. Jared Myers, hey guys, just wanted to say I love your channel and the content. Can't wait to see Jen's reaction to the end of Lord of the Rings and the Daredevil finale. After this, Devin has just finished editing the Daredevil episode 7 in real time. We just finished episode 12, so we have one more episode until the finale in real time. So I'm going to be posting the episode 7 on Patreon right after this, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy watching that. I didn't know illusions exist on Instagram. Sorry, am I being too preachy? It's just the truth, you know. It's just the truth. Statistically speaking, well, never mind. Holden, how's AT&T been treating you guys? Actually, for the past couple of days, it's been okay. And that's because I refuse to touch anything. Like when it's working, I just am not going to touch anything. I'm not going to touch that modem or router. I'm just going to leave it alone. But so far, no issues. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Thoughts on the Orville, or have any plan on watching it? Giovanni, I have seen the Orville and love it. The Orville is like Star Trek with Seth MacFarlane. It's like a comedy, but still serious space show, space politics. You watched what, Deep Space Nine or something?
Oh my gosh! Like when I was a kid, we didn't have cable, and so there was just like a couple of channels, and I remember like staying up late at night and Deep Space Nine was on. So I used to watch a couple of episodes of those, which was actually pretty interesting to me. I thought it was cool.
They're all really good. They're like political. They're not. I say political. They're like they have to figure out like how to handle planets and species and the planetary politics and try not to overstep their places. And while mischief also happens on ship.
I thought it was interesting. I really liked it.
Yeah, I watched Deep Space Nine. There was with Odo, you know. There was one really good one that I don't remember what it was called, but it was like akin to like a Nazi that like helped or like killed their version of like the Jews, and then like had a lot of remorse for it, and then like wanted to basically kill himself. And so he started doing these things on the ship to try and get them to give him the death penalty because he felt he deserved it. But it was for something. It was like really obviously there was like whatever alien race and then another alien race, but that it was like allegorical of that, which is really neat. Larry Otero, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Nice try. Who's the guy that keeps looking in the room behind y'all? Nice try. Nice try. I've been around long enough. Don't let that freak you out. You can't do that. You can't do that to Jen. Please don't do that to Jen.
Y'all, we watched this documentary last night. It's called The Missing 411, and it's on Hulu. And it's about like this phenomenon of missing hunters. It's like a large amount of them like missing without a trace or just like under mysterious circumstances. And I just could not go to sleep. Like I was freaking out. Holden, I felt so bad because he was like nodding off, and I was like, no, you can't go to sleep. Like, please stay up with me. I was just, and it happens anytime you watch something like basically the opposite of happy. It could be a drama, it could be a murder mystery. It freaks me out.
Now I'm implementing a new rule where we can't watch anything scary past like when the sun is down.
Which sucks. I mean, I still want to watch them.
Because if we do, my butt is staying up till midnight at least.
You know? I can't
go. Are you?
I can't. I am such a scaredy cat. Like it freaks me out. Like my brain wanders. I don't know if like I'm in the mind. I probably am.
No,
like
a lot of people get scared by stuff like that.
I'm a scaredy cat.
Yeah. The episode I was talking about was called Duet. That's crazy that you know that, but that's amazing. I do remember that's the episode. What it's called. Are you going to do another video with LED? So not with them, but I have filmed, edited, and released on Patreon another God in the MCU video. It's a 2-part finale, but I've only done the first part, which is why I haven't released it yet on YouTube. But it's been up for like 2 weeks now. So this week I'll be working on the final God in the MCU, and we'll be posting them for those of you interested or were following the channel when I was. The one I posted on Patreon is about half an hour long. They're pretty in-depth, pretty detailed. So originally, I think the episodes were like 13 to 15 minutes. These last two are probably going to be a little bit, at least part one is going to be a good bit longer. I kind of had to reintroduce it. It had been a long time. Anyway, I know we said we're going to wrap up here. We've been about an hour. Hey, folks, new to the channel, just curious, Holden, if you've seen BSG, not the 80s show, but the Ron Moon version. Haven't seen a reaction to it. Wondered if you would be willing to react to it. Great question. I don't. What is BSG? See if I can find real quick. Battlestar Galactica. I have not seen Battlestar Galactica. That's one of those nerdy things I just, for whatever reason, I never watched. But I'm not opposed to seeing it. I don't know if we'll react to it, just because I don't know if there's a lot of demand for it. But that might be something I'd be willing to check out on my own time, though. You want to read that one?
Robin, 199. Okay, last one. LOL. Look at how cute Boston is sleeping. Girl, oh my gosh. It's not just her. You can probably not see Falcon, but she's right there just staring at the camera like a freak. Yeah, they are they're ridiculous, but they are like my babies. I love them so much. They're so cute.
X-Files, Jen has seen X-Files. All of it.
The X-Files is probably like my all-time favorite show. I showed him the X-Files.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd never seen him before.
So I have, for everybody that thinks that I have not seen anything in my entire life, I have. And it's one of my favorite, like all-time favorite shows. I think it was like my first favorite show that I got into. I watched it every Sunday night, got freaked out every Sunday night. I love it. I think it's one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah, it's everything I've seen of it has been really good. I've watched quite a bit since Jen and I first started dating. It's like one of the first things we ever did was watch X-Files. You guys should react to Chucky. It's good. I wouldn't mind doing Chucky. The killer dolls don't scare Jen. Yeah. But wouldn't mind checking it out.
Don't scare me. I know that people get like very freaked out by them, but that's like the one thing that doesn't scare me.
There's an episode of Twilight Zone called Talking Tina. It's in the black and white one. You should check that out.
Is that the tummy from White Chicks?
Huh?
The talking tummy.
Never mind. Tina the talking tummy. Yeah, in White Chicks. Shamu back in the ocean. There's Andrew in No Way Home. I can neither confirm nor deny. Congrats on your engagement. Love your content. Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you for that super chat. Brock Engie. Hi, Holden and Jen. Tom H is getting another trilogy. I did hear. Who did you think should direct? I could dream of Sam Raimi coming back. I don't know who. John Watts is doing a good job, and I think that his Spider-Man movies get better as he goes along. At least that's how No Way Home is looking. So I'd be okay with John Watts directing it. I wouldn't mind maybe seeing like Jon Favreau doing a Spider-Man trilogy. I think that would be really interesting, especially because Jon Favreau and Sam Raimi are friends. So I think that would be really, really cool. All right. Need to react to Breaking Bad or The Walking Dead. She's seen Breaking Bad, and we've seen some of The Walking Dead, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen The Walking Dead up until when Rick dies.
Yeah.
That's when
Rick dies?
I thought he died. Or left. Not died. Left.
He leaves?
Did he die? He either died or he left the show.
I don't know. I never got to that part.
Right?
I don't remember.
I'm not crazy. I feel like he died or left the show.
I know there was somebody in the second season that was a big part that
oh shit, maybe he did.
I don't know. I got to the governor stuff like after the governor, but that was about.
He leaves, he disappears. He's gone in some form.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not crazy. Yeah, he left the show.
Oh, he leaves. Oh, I didn't know that.
Did he come back? Does he come back?
I don't know.
He must have came back.
Real quick, Jen, do you want to see Daredevil back in the MCU?
I really liked Daredevil. It would be very interesting.
Yeah, we've
to see it in the MCU.
We're almost done with the very first season, and they straight up mention like the MCU characters. There's newspaper articles that Ben Urich did about like the attack on New York, showing pictures of the very first Avengers movie. So I mean, it would be very easy to sync them. I don't know why they like made it not canon. I guess because of Netflix and Disney Plus having their own thing. But what about Sherlock with Benedict? Oh, really great. Perfect show, by my opinion. Love you too. That would be. I would love to do that. That would be great. I might put that on the next poll just because I want to. But that is it, everyone. We got Spider-Man tickets for those asking. We will be there opening night and the very next day. Actually, we've been on for about an hour. We're going to cut it off here. We appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much. Check out Patreon. You'll get some early access. I'm going to put Daredevil episode 7 up there right now, and a lot of fun stuff. So we got Get Out coming up, Back to the Future 2, and we'll be starting X-Men. On top of finishing up Lord of the Rings. So those will be out in the next couple of weeks. So appreciate everyone. We thank you all so much. Love you all.
Bye, guys.
We'll catch you in the next stream. Take care, everyone.